Hello everyone, this is the RazedGamer back with my 157th video, back with Rimworld. Except this time, we are playing modded. I'm just going to show you the list of mods here if you want to know what I'm playing with. Some that I've just selected to make a more interesting game, though considering I got killed earlier on in my first colony, well, we'll see how this all plays out. I'm a bit more familiarized with how to play the game again. Been some time. Going to create a colony. Going to start crash landed, of course. You see we have some other options, but those for mods. We'll get into all that. I'll get into some of the mods as they come up and as things happen. First, as you obviously see, have a new faction, Arcane Fold. As the title of the video should be. This is Rimworld of Magic. So the seed's name is going to be Magic. Increase overall population of the world. Something I want to do. Let's do that. The game does take a bit longer to load and generate everything because of all the mods. Again, here you can see all of them if you want to look through. And, well, as we get to the world map, I can actually show off a bit of one of the mods. So obviously, Arcane Fold, it's Rimworld Magic. There's also these. These are cities, basically. Different from a normal place. They're all owned by factions, but they are massive maps that are just filled to the brim with buildings, people that you can trade with, valuables. They're spread across the world. And they also bring their own set of quests that you can get for them. There's also destroyed cities, which are damaged but still full of people. Very dangerous places if they're hostile against you. But you can gain quests through the game to help defend a city, assault a city, or do things like kill a specific person in it without being noticed, or sabotage the turrets to help flip control of it. I'm looking around because there's one thing in particular I'm looking for, one more little detail about the mod. Not seeing it, but to give you an explanation, basically looks like a bigger version of the city on the map. And there's only one on the map total. Citadel. It's a several maps length. There it is. It's basically a several maps sewed together as just one big super defensible position, which is just dangerous as all hell, to put it mildly as could be. About mildly as could possibly be, if I'm being honest. It is basically the game's basically over. You just want to have something. It's an end game thing where you don't expect everyone to survive. Now, right now, I'm looking for a place to land, where I want our people to crash land at. I want enough friendly people around to trade with. Empire. An Arcane Fold because they have more magical items. Something we'll get into. Where are the friendly cities? Why are all the cities I'm finding hostile? Hostile. It's a citadel anyway, so hostile. Hostile. All the owned cities are hostile for some reason, apparently. But let's see. I guess I'll put my... I have to find a... Oh, there's a friendly city. I have to find a start location somewhere. So why don't we do it right here. in this area. It's a mountainous terrain, so there'll be a lot more stone areas. It has an only growing period during certain parts of the year, so unlike our last one, we can't rely on... Well, you can't just rely on, you know, growing crops all the time. Would here be better? I'm going here. If it's right scissors or not, we'll find out later. And now, see, I have a prepare carefully mod here. This lets me alter the stats and abilities of characters. Now, it's fun for casual play if you want to do something particular. In this case, is something I want to do. Also, you can choose characters' xenotypes, the different ones we've seen, including ones that are a modded one, the Askbarn and Ured. We'll get into those for a bit. But I am actually going to do some editing at the beginning with these characters, specifically because the main mod is Rimworld of Magic, and honestly, I want to show off some magic at the very beginning, because it just feel like it'd just be wrong not to show off some magic in Rimworld of Magic at the very beginning. So, I'll be back once I have gotten the characters ready. Alright, I've finished getting everyone set up. First character we have is Raze, a plucky little game fanatic that's interested in research. It's alright. He is a necromancer. All of our characters have a class, as in Rimworld of Magic. Now, I'm just gonna say I think necromancer is quite... Don't think I have to explain much. They raise the dead as undead to help you around the colony and fight, along with some other death-related abilities. Next we have Cinder. Also, I'll say first, Necromancer is my favorite class in the game and is one of the strongest. I'm aware of that. Also, if you want to see what every class gives extra bonuses, look at the top. You can see the bonuses and negatives they give. But it is one of the stronger classes, I will admit. Now, Cinder here, next one, is a pickpocket with no real strong passions, but decent around. That is a succubus. Succubus is actually, in my opinion, one of the weaker classes, but she's here to help balance out the necromancer, Succubus. Succubus has she's pretty also, because, well, of course. But Succubus focuses more on forming a bond with the character, giving themselves bonuses while giving the person they're bonded with negatives, and along with an improved mood and other miscellaneous abilities we'll get into. Last we have Umiko, who I just realized I wanted to change something. Be an Askbarn. I have to... Okay, I'll work on this real quick, getting this all done. Askbarn, Xenotype. Here are all their things. We can get into it a bit later. Basically, they have a innate electrical ability to disable electronics. They heal slower. Have genetic optimism. Take more damage from fire. Not good at melee. They take more damage. Just stuff that's obvious. Quick study. They're very, very slightly more accurate. This might actually be a bug with the mod. I feel like it should be, instead of 102%, it should be like 120%, because all this is doing, giving a 2% increase to long range and 1% increase to medium range, but whatever. They aim faster, move a little faster, more likely to dodge. Awful that, the good social. Yeah, I'll work on them. But they are a sharpshooter. In the game, it's sniper. This is not a magical class, this is a might class, which is something that the game does have. Is a thing. Instead of using magic, they use physical things. Like some other classes, for example, are like Gladiator and all the like. Gladiator or a Ranger or a Bard. Instead of relying on mana for their abilities, they rely on stamina. We'll get into it once we get in. What was the hairstyle I had them? Flowy. Yep. 21 years old. I have to go through all of this. Give me a moment again. Yes, a sniper. Sniper, though, is... Well, it is basically how it sounds. They focus on accuracy. They gain special ability. Get better at shooting, basically. They get abilities such as headshot. Focus on shooting the person in a vital organ. Fire a stun shot. Fire a shot that's more effective against armored enemies. Man, where's my... I'm losing it. Bounty hunter. Not abrasive. Take care of that. Get rid of that. Fast walker. Yes, I gave all the people either good or decent abilities. I did. I'll admit it. Want to have a nice start to the game. Snipers, obviously bonuses to shooting and all that, but they don't work quite as fast, research as fast, not as good with animals. You don't need a passion for melee, you're a shooter. You had a... Yeah, that was it. There. Social. Yeah, that's fine now. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so those are our three people. Their heads are going to be covered most of the time, but I just like to... I had them on a hairstyle. I want to stay consistent. Even if no one but me cares. Oh, you're considered male, that's why. Female, not princess. Flowy. There's our people. Get into the game already, you idiots. Talking to myself. Yes, those are our people. Get into the game. Wow, this has been so long and we haven't even gotten into the gameplay yet. Maybe I'll use YouTube chapters for once to cut things. Our people arrive. Like before, this map is a lot more obviously mountainy. I mean, obviously. Wow. All the geothermal vents are like right over here. It's actually not a great place for them to be. That kind of sucks for just getting innate power, because... Oh well, it'll work for the time being. And our random animal that we start with is a yak. Okay. Whatever. Okay, we'll have our characters start getting themselves equipped. It's all their basic gear, and then I'll start showing off things. A pin needed. You know what? We can just release you to the wild. We're not going to keep you around, really. First thing you want to do in this, though, is set priorities to what you can. Zandy, you are... That's number 1. That can be number 1. That number 1. Magic is added to this because, as a work thing, works with certain things you can research in Rimworld of Magic, which we'll get into when we get into it. None of our people are good with plants. But for the time being, that's... So we are not good with plants, really. Just gonna set some basic starting ones that will change as time goes on. Get people equipped. And then I'll start going into... Put on the last bit of flak stuff, and then we can... Just gonna get this starting stuff... Well... I want to build the base over here because of all the geothermal vents, but... all the material, all of our stuff starts out over here. Just get everything marked first. Sandy, getting equipped into that. Or the flak pants, components. Medicine. Get some of the steel that's around. And start cutting some of this wood out, and we can start... We can make our just starting base. We will move stuff around as time goes on. That is... It's not a question, it is a fact. Also, this is really freaking close to that. It really sucks that all the geothermal vents are over here. Okay. I know I'm doing a bit of going back and that's way too much to cut right away. Start here. This will be where our starting base is. Let's build some rooms for people off the bat. Build a room. Start building the rooms right about here, I guess. Oh, our guys have to run all the way around there to get to there. Oh. Ugh. Oh, yeah, this is not a great start. Cinder, you're going to have to set to mining, first of all, just... That's... I promise I'll get into explaining everything once I get some basic stuff lined up. Rooms for everyone. Everyone gets their own room. Ah! Okay, I have the basics set up for the most basic of basic. I'll start explaining some of the magic things on this. This right here is, for Cinder, her mana. Raze has it too. This is stamina for Zandy. My classes have stamina. Stamina regenerates faster than mana just on average. Just how it works. Magic abilities tend to be stronger. Now how all this works, see, characters have some abilities. See in here they have spells. Like, Cinder has Soul Bond, Shadow Bolt, Dominate, Attraction, and Scorn. Some of these abilities she starts out with, Shadow Bolt and Attraction, but to unlock Soul Bond and Dominate, well, she needs points. How do you get points? You get experience. Well, you get from experience, leveling up your character. Put down some beds real quick. How they work is, well, As your character uses spells, you get magic experience. That much seems obvious. But also, when your mana is full, or in the case of like Zandy, your stamina is full, you slowly gain experience as well. It's to level up, to gain, so that you can learn new abilities, and also give your abilities extra buffs, like Shadow Bolt. This spell launches a Shadow Bolt at an enemy, damaging them. Now, some abilities you can upgrade their base to like cast faster, shorter cooldown, more range. Also get things like increase the direct damage of it, decrease the mana cost of it, increase the proximity damage and radius. You have it for each thing, each one's different things. You also have the ability to increase a person's maximum mana, how fast mana is recovered, and increase the cost of all abilities. The last ability on here, Scorn for Cinder, for Raze, it's Lich form. They are high-level abilities that, simply put, require you to go through to craft a powerful item or get lucky enough to be able to purchase it. There's also a lot of stuff in the learner helper over here, which we'll get to. We probably won't even get to. For Zandy, they have stuff like all their abilities here. Upgrade them. Also, as a Might class, you can upgrade your basic training. What does that do? It levels up your rank. Like, she can move from a sharpshooter to a sniper, and then from a sniper to master sniper, and you can see as the bonuses go up. It's just a natural thing. They require more points to do, but works. Now, the only reason, to be honest, the main reason I chose Sniper for Zandy, it's one of the weaker Might classes in my opinion, but I chose it for one reason only, and it's Disabling Shot. As to why, we'll get into it when we get into it. When we get into a fight, I'll just explain. After my last run of my people blowing people's brains out, I want this ability that, for a few seconds, if she hits a non-armored target with Disabling Shot, the target will be downed. They won't take any damage, but they'll be downed temporarily for a few seconds. But in that few seconds, you can capture them. I'm sure you can see why I chose them. I want to be able to capture people instead of blow everyone's brains out. If I need to blow someone's brains out, I have Headshot. I guess I'll go through everyone's abilities while we're here. Zandy, Headshot, shoots a vital point. Head, if the enemy doesn't have a head, vital organ. Disabling Shot temporarily paralyzes unarmored targets, can be made to slow them afterwards. An anti-armor shot, ineffective against soft targets, does extra damage to armored targets. And an ability that's actually new, they added at some point, that since the last time I played, they can turn themselves invisible for a short time. Well, a long duration form of invisibility that fades when they attack. Pretty powerful, but is one of the weaker ones. Cinder, Shadow Bolt, offensive attack. Soul Bond is a special thing. It allows her to form a bond with a character, which will improve her stats. If you want to read all that, I'll just leave it there for a moment, but allows her to improve a number of her stats while bonded with someone. But in turn, the person she's bonded with will get stat negatives. Which, it sounds horrible. It sounds really bad. But something very important to know about it is that it also improves the person's mood that she's bonded with. Now, that's really nice. That's good. I don't know how this... And she also gains abilities with people she's soulbound to. Just to put something note to know. Gains abilities with people she's soulbound to, which is helpful. She has a Dominate, which allows her to mentally weaken a foe. And she has Attraction, which basically puts an area on the ground that draws enemies in. It pulls them in and makes it harder for them to get away. Which is just a nice little thing. I am not planning for the future at all with this construction. A little bit for the future, but for the most part, not really. Well, just have to deal with it. Oh, this is already such poor planning, such poor... Oh, this is horrible. Oh, this is horrible. And it looks even worse than... As far as badly planned as it is, it looks even worse. Looks even worse than it's planned. In case you're wondering, this is going to be like the recreation kitchen / dining room. Storage area that will expand up here and out here in the future, and crafting room that is way too small. Yeah, for people that play this a lot, I'm not a builder, I'm not a designer, I don't have those skills to make things look pretty and nice. I'm a just build it already, just build it kind of person. Oh, and I didn't go through Razed's abilities. Go through the ones he already has. Death Mark. Puts a mark on an enemy that reduces their attack rate, and makes other abilities stronger against them. I don't use it. To be blunt, I don't. Fog of Torment. Creates a fog that injures enemies inside of it, causes them pain, and causes injuries. You can upgrade it to make it do more damage. It does damage over time in the area. Like, you can upgrade it to do more damage. You can make the larger radius last longer and hit faster, the damage they take inside of it. But also, it heals a friendly undead while in. Important. Consume corpse. Consume a corpse or undead to replenish mana. Simple, easy. Corpse explosion. Make a corpse explode. Don't really ever use it. Raise undead. I don't think I need to explain, really. It raises a corpse as an undead that can help you around the colony. But for every person you have everything you have up as an undead will cause his mana to regenerate slower. I want to unlock Raise Undead as soon as possible, along with Soulbound for Cinder. But this is going to be a long video. I don't know how long I've been recording. Probably need to cut some more wood. Can put a zone, stockpile zone. This we will store. Here we will store just about all goods. Yep. All non-food goods will be stored there. Here, like our last place where we will store food, except it's a bit Just looks off. Oh, the door. I'm gonna make this symmetrical at the very least. Store food. Kind of put myself into a corner here because I can only store so much food in here. Oh well, I can expand it later. Though not that far because of that. Jumping around. Learn Raise Undead. We can now rate Dead Soulbound. Okay. Soul Bonds. Not bound. Quick setting up of different things. Stockpile there. Stockpile there. Stockpile here for food. Wait a minute. Food. Raw food. Meat. No human meat or insect meat. We should never have human meat to begin with, but just in case. And here, only allow fresh. And we only allow animal corpses that aren't insects. We don't want insect meat. And also here, we don't, for food, we do not want insect jelly either. Okay, we got stuff going. We got stuff being... No one's hauling anything because no one's assigned to do it over anything else. Got a visitor. And as you can see, other people in the game can be of different classes. Not everyone will be, but people can be. This is a Chaos Mage. They have a lot of abilities. And there's new weapons, and there's new equipment. There's a lot of new stuff. Also something to... I'll get into that later, actually. Give enough information. Now to blow it even more, we have our research tab. Like normal. Also have tabs. We have magical research. For the magic mod. All different things you can make. Enchantment. Scribing. Crafting. All kinds of items. Things. We have the Nano Repair Tech mod. One of my favorite mods. We will get into this. This will be very useful. The Rimsenal. It's a bunch of research for different weapons and armor. And Vanilla Expanded mod, which adds in a bunch of things. Bunch of weapons, basically. I think I might be missing one of the mods that I wanted to put in, but I can add it in later if it is. And if there is something, I will point it out. Okay, everyone's going. First, Cinder soul bind to raise. This show gives her soul bound. She moves faster, manipulates stuff faster, better sight, immunity, gain speed, higher pain shock threshold, gains the ability to instantly teleport the person she's bonded with to her, and the ability to instantly teleport to them. While bonded, Raze feels no pain, moves slower, and is worse at all the things she get a bonus to. That's how it works. And also because Cinder is a succubus, obviously male people like her more. And, well, female characters tend to like her less. But I guess she's not a net. just looking things over. But with that, we have our basics of the basics set up. Gonna need people to start hauling stuff. I think Raze can focus more on hauling stuff for the time, while Cinder and Zandy work on cutting the trees, building. Gonna obviously make stuff. Like important stuff like a butcher's table. Wow, that is very bad design right there on my part. Very bad design. Oh well. Wow, that's... okay. Yeah, have everyone start hauling stuff around, getting everything done, just getting this basic stuff to start with done. But with that, I'll end the video here for now. I know we did not get a bunch done. I know. But it's a lot of mods. Rimworld of Magic's a big mod. That's a very good mod. I told it to release to the wild already, so release to the wild already. Yes, we can milk the yak, but we don't need to. Just release the yak. It's return to the wild. A mad hare. We haven't shown off any magic, so... it's simple as that. Oh, something important to note. When a mage uses magic, they gain arcane weakness. If they use an ability that costs more than 25 mana. They get arcane weakness. The more mana the ability costs, the more weakness they get. It's temporary. It'll fade. Oh, that's something new. Decrease the burden of soulbound on the host. They didn't have that before. Increased benefit of soulbound bond to the demonkin. Let's start with weakening the burden on Raze. Now, it automatically shuts into place before you'd have to manually do it. But hey, I'm still talking. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you're going to enjoy this modded Rimworld of Magic. It's going to be a magical game. It's a lot of abilities, a lot of fights with magical people, a lot of magic, and the ability to actually take people without blowing their brain out. Should be beautiful. Thank you for watching. Bye.